Well, hello there, and welcome to Prepare to be Pursued. I'm Nikki Anarado, your number one dating preparation coach and CEO of Prepare to be Pursued. Thanks for joining me. You're here to learn more about my company, programs, and services. All right. And by the end of this, you'll have a pretty good understanding of what I do and how I can support you towards the dating life you can be proud of. Let's get started. All right. So, what do you do, Nikki? I prepare and position driven, accomplished women to be pursued, pampered, and prioritized by quality men without living in fear of repeating past failed relationship experiences. All right, so a bit about me. I'm a woman with over 10 years' experience in the love industry. I'm a certified professional coach through the Relationship Coaching Institute, and I work with my clients to push them past barriers that hold them back from experiencing deep romantic connections they desire. So I'm for women who definitely desire to experience joy while dating. All right. These same women absolutely don't want to figure this all out on their own. And they also understand the difference between getting random dates and getting actual real connections that she could be proud of. They also understand that for you to have a fighting chance at anything more, you need to understand how to make and nurture connection. All right. Let's take a quick moment to chat about something that may have come across your mind. What is the difference between therapy and coaching? Let's get into it. First, therapy is kind of what you can think about when you think about physical therapy. Let's use that as an example, as you can kind of see depicted there, right? That's basically for someone that might be suffering from an illness or an injury, okay? And needs to get healing so they are able to be functional again, all right? Or at least get to the point where they're the most functional that they can be. That's the benefit of physical therapy. All right. As it relates to mental health or self development, is for deep emotional healing. Okay. A lot of times it's as a result of a sort of trauma. Okay. When we're talking about mental health, needs. Okay. Trauma from abuse. Okay. Recent grief. Okay. Anything that's happened to like kind of shock the system, or it could be from a emotional disorder. Okay. So therapy, just keep it in mind, it is a slow process usually, and it can take years. All right. Again, it's for healing of deep wounds that need to be addressed in order for a person to become fully functional again. Coaching, on the other hand, is different. It's in a lot of ways very different and shouldn't be confused with therapy at all. Okay. With coaching, it is to push a healthy person forward. All right. It's pushing you, it's positioning you, it's supporting you, motivating you. It gets you ready to get into the game again, or at least start to plan it, right? If you are in a game, it helps you strategize and optimize, right? So you get the best out of your experiences, right? Without hurting yourself. Okay, that's the goal, to keep you on a path, a winning path. Also, with this level of support, oh my gosh, the world around you shifts and changes. Okay, so it's very results oriented. Okay, it's not something that you're coaching, you do coaching, and then nothing around you changes. No, your whole life begins to shift towards the goal of the coaching relationship. Some have a coach and have therapy at the same time. Many of my clients have both. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing abnormal about that. It's quite normal, especially if you want to move forward in a specific area of your life like this, like relationships, like dating, like love. Okay. I've seen, if you've ever seen a player on the field, for instance, a professional player on a field, and they have a brace, they have ankle brace, or is something going on, right? You can tell they got something going on, but they're still playing, right? That's an example of someone that's likely still getting physical therapy, but at the same time getting coaching, okay? Because they're in the game, they're getting coached. All right. So that's just a good example of that. And please understand there's no shame in either investment of time or energy. Okay. Smart people get what they need to get what they want. Cool, cool, cool. So about me. All right. Some people think of me as Hitch, right? So I'm a female Hitch, but I'm not a matchmaker. Okay. I am somebody that encourages and supports and really helps a woman design her approach to putting herself back out there and dating in a brand new way and actually gets you results closer to what you actually desire. All right. I'm laser focused on impact. All right. So you might not see me all over the place, splattered all over social media and stuff like that. I'm focused more on serving and actually getting women to the point where they're excited about their dating life. That's my job. All right. So, as you can kind of see depicted here, I invest in myself. I make sure that I'm constantly poured into so that I'm able to bring the A game to my clients, which is what I've been able to do. In a lot of ways, these relationships, these initial foundational programs have been the reason why I've been able to get to where I am. Eric Thomas, Tony Robbins, um, who's this here? Alexa Carlin. Yep, yep, yep. Totally incredible women. Vicky Irving is another incredible woman. She is a business coach, and I shared her with Robin Dixon. Robin Dixon is a Real Housewife of Potomac cast member. Okay, and you'll also see Giselle Bryant, Ashley Darby, so it's so cool to have these experiences and having this exposure. I've also had hosted a television show. It was a two-part series where I had the pleasure of interviewing a panel of wonderful gentlemen. All right, I called it the Mailroom Show. And so, yeah, my clients really enjoy all the things that I do to make sure that they're well informed on how to position themselves differently to get different results. A little bit more about myself, okay? I think it's helpful. I think people have questions they want to know, like, okay, Nikki, what you been up to? All right. So I've appeared on several platforms, including the Dr. Oz show. That was really, really incredible. I was also nominated for an honorary doctorate by a client who is a five-time doctorate holder herself. All right. She took one of my courses and was heavily impressed with my approach and my strategy and the impact that it's had in her life. All right. So I'm also a regular speaker uh, in the Black Speakers Network. I've also been interviewed on so many different platforms. I'm so excited to just have the experiences that I've had up until this point. My clients include Fortune 100 senior executives, okay? Speakers, coaches, medical doctors, PhDs, mental health professionals, social workers, authors, teachers, principals, and other women just like you. Okay. But trust and believe, I didn't always start off this way. All right. It was a process for real. All right. I wasn't always fit to prepare women for dating. That's for sure. Here's some of what I've done wrong. Okay. Painfully shy beginnings. Didn't really expect much of myself. Very shy and quiet and put aside. Just really confused about my self identity that led into an abusive relationship, unfortunately. Was blind to red flags, full of pride and resistance to wise counsel. Couldn't even see that that was the case until after the fact. That caused me to live emotionally shut down for 10 years after that relationship ended. I did not know how to cultivate a new, different experience at all, right? And over those 10 years, I may take casual relationships, casual encounters as a way to avoid falling for the wrong man. All right. So that's what I did not do well. What I did right was invest in myself and overcame roadblocks. Okay. Grew to fully understand my worth. And it took a lot of time. Unfortunately, I didn't have access to a program like this. I searched for it. I did not have access to a program that will hold my hand through the process, that would meet me exactly where I was and lead me towards a path of self empowerment and knowing exactly how to show up in dating from head to toe, from heart to mind, right? That will actually get a different response from the opposite sex and also avoid a whole bunch of negative, experiences. I now understand how to develop, communicate, and enforce boundaries, which for me was a huge, huge thing. Didn't know how to stand up for myself, didn't even know that having a strong stance was something that I was capable of doing. But now I'm telling you, it's a huge, huge difference. And my whole life is a representation of that. Right now, living out romantic resilience today and dating on my own terms. Did you know that 75% of single people stay single for over 3.5 years between relationships? It's totally unnecessary, but some people feel that it is because it's like it's been years, but the pain is still there. It's been years, but the fear is still there. Okay. This is something that I support women in overcoming for sure. Let's talk about what I believe. I believe the culture for singles these days are a hot mess. It's just a hot mess. It's just crazy out here. It's a lot of conflicting information. I mean, it's just so much going on out here for singles. There isn't a clear playbook on how to do it at all and get results. There's a lot of information though, a lot of free information too, but it's not leading women towards a path of actual, bonding with someone, building with someone. For some strange reason, a lot of this divisive talk and information and things that are just out there, especially on social media, is just more It's just divisive. It's keeping people single longer. So yeah, I honestly believe that we need to get back to the basics. Getting back to the basics to me is like for me, because I'm a believer, it would be the Bible. Okay. And I'm a practical person. Okay. I believe God is a very practical person. That's why he wrote the Bible. We have to live on this earth practically, right? I believe that women are the ultimate, above all, choosers, not men. All right. Most women agree on this, but they don't know how to actually create this in their own life on demand. They have no idea. It's like, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, women are though. Yeah, uh-huh. But has that happened, lately for you when trying to date? And it's okay if it hasn't. It's difficult out here. It's crazy. So for me, the basis of prepare to be pursued is really rooted on the word. It really is, but it can be applied. It doesn't matter what your, religious thoughts are or belief system is. It still works, right? So as we saw in Ruth, if you studied the book of Ruth, Boaz knew that Ruth had options, okay, and he treated her as such. Okay, so if a woman has options, then she will be the ultimate chooser, not men. Right now, women are responding and showing up and dating as if in their heart they know that they're not quite worthy for the man. They're not worthy because there's so many options for the man. But if you show up that way, yeah, he's going to unfortunately address things and kind of show up that and meet you right there, right? So we need to flip this whole mindset. You need to in order to get better treatment. I also believe that it's important for high value women to live above what is commonplace. In order to be treated as exceptionally, you got to show up exceptionally. All right. And understand that the way that we view ourselves, we have to make sure that the people that we're trying to connect to also agree with the way we view ourselves. Okay. So important. Okay. Um, how would you like it? How would you like it to never have to think about like whether or not you're competing with a bunch of other women, million other women? How would you like to show up in dating actually knowing that you're going to get positive results? All right? That is what I work with women on. So let's discuss what is possible. Let's discuss what is next for you. All right. You're watching this probably because your next step is a discovery call. We'll be chatting on a discovery call. Maybe you're getting ready to attend a pop-up training or a workshop or even a 5-day Make Room for Boaz challenge, all right? Whatever it is that you're kind of prepping for and what led you to this video, just know that I'm excited to work together with you and explore how Prepare to Be Pursued can assist you and support you on your next steps. All right? You probably already know that you want to work together. If that's the case, then absolutely I look forward to connecting, okay? Visit my website, okay? www.preparetobepursued.com, all right? So that is going to get you right into everything you need to know, in addition to viewing the testimonials, all right? So there's a lot of testimonials there. If you click the Make Room for Boaz challenge link there, you'll sign up for one that's active now, or you can join the wait list, all right? You'll also have an opportunity to join the Facebook group, okay? The Make Room for Boaz Facebook group. All that is available on my website. In that Facebook group, you'll be able to see even more testimonials of women that have experienced working with me and the wonderful results that they've gotten. Very, very helpful stuff as you continue to move forward. All right. Feel free to friend me on Facebook. I love making friends and look forward to getting to know you. Okay. Remember to make love a priority. Talk soon.